especially when you're trying to dig yourselves out of the hole?
Yeah, it's tough. When first or second down, aren't positive plays and, just trying to move the ball. And then, you got to rely on third down with, their scheme and obviously their disguises and stuff. It can be tough. And, they just did a good job with making it look like one thing and it was another and different types of blitzes and stuff or just dropping out. So they did a lot. And that's just on us. It's on me to move the ball, be efficient on first and second down and get us in third and manageable and then convert on third down. So it's a game of football. It's 4 quarters like that. And, we had to learn the hard way. It's just coming out and it's as simple as executing. We got the players, we got the scheme, we got what it takes, and it's dropping back and executing, knowing where my answers are at, and getting the balls into the guys' hands and drop stepping and getting first downs, and it's all of that. It's football, man. Just because you got really good players and good scheme doesn't mean the other team's going to give it to you. You have to go out and earn it. So we've had to learn that the first 2 games of the season. So hopefully we can be better next week. I think just like being able to drop back in zone and, not having to, put 2 guys on a running back coming out of the backfield like Christian. But, outside of that, man, like Brian Flores and his scheme has been his scheme, and he did what he's done on tape today, and they're just really, really good at it. And so for me to sit here and say without Christian on the field, they didn't do this or that, it's hard to tell. So, that's a tip to the cap to Brian Flores.
VA mentioned being maybe 80-85% VA. Would you agree with that statement? Where do you feel like you two are specifically?
For me, I think he looks pretty good and stuff, but I don't, I'm dropping back and going, BA's not like what he's been like. I don't think that at all. I think for me, I just try to go through my reads, and he's been where he needs to be, and there's probably a couple routes maybe in certain looks where we both could have been better on some stuff, but that's just like, early in the season stuff if you ask me. So I know that we'll continue to get better together in our connection and everything, but, for 4 quarters, man, I thought BA grinded and went and competed, man, and I'm proud of him for that. Yeah, you're talking about JJ, that one. Yeah. We felt like we could have scored on that drive, and I love the aggressiveness by Kyle going for it, 4th and 2, 4th and 1, and they had 0 blitz, and one guy just came free, which in our pass protection that's just how it is, and they got a hand on it, a tip ball, man, at the end. So it was a good defensive play on them, and I was just trying to give JJ a shot. That was where ball was supposed to go and against man, and I thought I had it, and ball got tipped. So.
Rob, wanted to ask about the other number 13 tough game yesterday for Nevada at Minnesota with Chuba, of course, playing quarterback for the Wolfpack. How much have you been able to pay attention to Nevada football and with Chuba down there? What have your conversations been like?
I've sort of just seen how they've been doing and stuff, and obviously checking in on my brother as he's he was a little hurt with his throwing arm and all that early in the season, so. It's more just checking in on him, making sure he's good, and just being a big brother and being there for him. But, I've checked in on Nevada and been keeping up.
What do you remember of Jeff Cho?
I think he offered me my first scholarship at Montana State, and he was a good coach on the phone, talking about why I should have gone to Montana State and stuff. But it was nothing but love, and I'm glad my brother's playing for him.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Everyone's out there. Howdy. Oh, here they come. I'll wait for you guys. Good? Oh, just some leg cramps. So just had to get some IVs, hydrate a little bit. Besides that, I'm good.
How do you kind of put this game in perspective? I know it's only 2 of 17, but I'm sure this wasn't the kind of performance you anticipated.
No, not at all. I think our standards are higher than what we put on tape today. It's back-to-back weeks. We've started out like with 2 not great drives to start off. So we have to, as an offense, we have to start better than that and not just have to rely on our defense who, while they're going to say that they have to clean stuff up too, but, they caused 2 turnovers, but we also had 2 turnovers, so that's tough for us. I think Kyle said that we were really bad on third down. So it's hard to win football games when you're like that, and we didn't run the ball that effectively today either. So the things that we're known for being good at, we weren't great at, and so that kind of explains why we lose.
What would you point your finger to on the slower offensive starts?
Not converting on third down. I mean, we have opportunities. They're like, it's not like we're on 3rd and 15s like the first few drives. I'm pretty sure they were manageable third downs. We just didn't convert. And that's hard. And then you go down to the red zone, and we don't get a touchdown on 4th down. We have that was a sick play actually, between Sam and JJ to go all the way 97 yards. That was not fun to watch, but it was cool. But yeah, that's just kind of hard when you don't score and they score 2 plays later.
I know you've not played on this team since 1994, but that was the last time that the Niners have won in the state of Minnesota. Is there something about this atmosphere of the Vikings that's just tough to overcome?
That moves. Holy shit. Excuse me. That would have been terrible. Nothing I can put my finger on. I think, it's a great matchup between Coach Flores, their D coordinator, and Coach Shanahan. I think it's a really good matchup, and, they each win occasionally, and I think he had a really good game plan against us. And when you have multiple turnovers and you can't convert on 3rd down, it just is what it is. It's a wonderful atmosphere. I love playing here. The fans are fantastic. They're very noisy. They love their state. They love their fans. They love their players. They love their team. So, we just have to be more efficient, really.
All due respect to Mason, he goes over 100 yards again, right? The ball.
Did he really?
He did.
Good for him.
For 100 yards, but the question is, how much does this offense miss just Christian's presence? And how do defensively approach you guys differently?
Christian is the offensive MVP for a reason. He was in the MVP voting for a reason. He had 20-plus touchdowns for a reason because he does it all in the pass game, in the run game. It's really fun because it's like having Debo and him are just interchangeable. Like, you'll have Christian running routes, and then all of a sudden you put a Mike linebacker on him, and Debo's in the backfield. You have no idea what you're going to get. So it just gives us another dimension. And then, he's voted he didn't do anything. He didn't do OTAs. He didn't do really much of training camp. He's still voted a captain. So there's the impact that you guys can see. He has an incredible impact on this team. Just him being around, he boosts everyone's confidence. But I still think we could have. We won last week. I think we had opportunities to find a way to win today, and we just didn't. But it's just there's things that we can't do without Christian.
George, last one. I'm not sure there's much to say about Fred Warner, but could you say something?
Good at football? Yeah. I think I've been saying it since his second year, All-Pro Fred. He just puts it on tape every single day. He's a fantastic football player. Leads the defense, always has the energy. He's everything you want in a 49er, And the way that he plays is the standard for the defense. And he does a really good job, too, of calling guys out when they're not playing at the standard that he expects out of them, too. So he's everything you want, a Mike linebacker, and as a teammate.
All right, thanks, guys. Nick's right here.